we have a lot to we have a lot to talk about today because a lot happened in the world of K-pop this week. Thank God. Because last week we were like reaching for shit. So Oh, okay. So first thing I have on my list to talk about is the Idol Star Dog Agility Championships. Now I didn't get to watch the whole thing, but the clip I have to show you guys to react to is one of the members of GOT7, I think, with training his dog. So I'm gonna show you guys that if you guys hop on the Meta stream. I'll give you guys a second to do that.
They should honestly sponsor us at this point.
They should. All right. Ready to watch?
I'm so excited.
Oh, this is Young Jay?
Yeah.
I'm excited.
All right. That was cute. I love that. I was so excited for this show, and I cannot find English subs of it like for more than just like a 2-second thing anywhere. Very stressful.
So it's like a full show, like it's gonna be a series.
Well, no, okay, so every Choseok, normally when there's not a pandemic, they do Idol Sports Championship where they like have all the idols like compete in sports. And this year they couldn't do it because of the pandemic, so they decided to do a dog show this year. And yeah, that's what we got.
Cool.
That was
Okay, it was cute.
Yeah, and Joy from
I think that's cool.
Yeah, Joy from Red Velvet hosted because she loves dogs and always says on interviews that like if she wasn't an idol, she'd be a dog trainer. Okay.
Didn't they ask her if she had a dog, and at the time she didn't?
Yeah, well, yeah, on Knowing Bros, she was talking about how much she loves dogs and like what she would do to train a dog, and they're like, "Do you have a dog?" And she was like, "No," but now she does. She has 8 Nam. Oh, okay. Next we have the BTS online concert. I watched some of it, not all of it, but Sid definitely watched all of it. What'd you think?
Okay, so I watched both days. Don't judge me. It was really, really good. The lineup was amazing because they brought out so much of like the first few albums of theirs. Like they did a lot of the songs from Dark and Wild and Too Cool for School, and that was great. Favorite choreography was My Time by Jungkook, and favorite outfit as well because
it was the least
really
amount of outfit.
They did. Exactly. It was the sexy theme Jungkook, and I was here for it. And it also made me really sad that a lot of people on Twitter were criticizing him for it and saying like it wasn't the right concept for the song, and they were blaming it on Big Hit. But like, guys, you're underestimating how much actual involvement BTS actually has for their performances. So, look, my man killed it. I don't care. He did that. Filter for Jimin. A moment, an incredible moment that will go down in history. Choreography on point. His whole performance, great. We love Jimin here.
We
love
Jimin. Our other favorite.
Exactly.
Did you stay up all night to watch that?
What?
Did you stay up all night to watch that?
I didn't stay up. I slept and took a nap and then woke up at 6 a.m. to watch.
Okay.
Christ.
Twice.
That's not so bad.
It was worth it.
It's not the worst thing.
I mean,
what'd you see, Skylar?
Just a little bit. I didn't get to see any of their solo performances. I saw like their group stuff, and it was good. I was impressed. Honestly, I showed my aunt when they had these lights. I'm not sure how to describe it. Maybe Sid can help. But it was like the fans' faces on the lights. It was like at the end of their performance, like the end of the concert, and like a ton of like
on the light.
Yeah, and they had like a ton of light.
They had the army bombs on the seats.
Yeah.
They had
Oh,
army bombs set up on all the seats, and then they had like screens in which you could see like the virtual.
Wait, they have a specific name just for their light sticks?
Yes.
It was.
Are
it
you
was
mad?
amazing.
That's what that. Okay, I was wondering what the fuck is an army bomb.
Okay,
put
but
a
at least,
lot
you know what, I
of-
can't be mad. At least it's not $50 like Red Velvet's. And for what? A
Like,
plastic
Come
light.
on now. We have
You bought that?
Yes, we
version
know
3,
she bought
How
that.
much was that?
and
how
then
much
we
was it?
have the SE limited edition
Ooh.
BTS Army Bomb.
Ooh.
You know,
Sydney,
we
how
out
much
here,
was that?
we're glowing.
How much was it?
Get on my level. This one was 38, and this one was about the same, but I bought it at the concert, so tax was way higher, and it ended up being 50.
Okay, it's 50 for the Red Velvet one without taxes. What the fuck?
Well, that's your fault. But to be fair, I bought my Army Bomb on the global website for them because it was cheaper, even with the expensive shipping all the way from Korea.
No, that's
on
the
US
SM Global shop, unfortunately. I don't know. SM just likes to, they know they can. But
Well, that's why you love them, because
Yep.
they're worth it.
they're worth it. But
This is actually
ooh,
a BTS hat, by the way.
Ooh,
This
I need
is
to get
the
some
Oh my
core
God.
merch.
I need to get some RV merch.
BTS.
I need to get some
I only wore this because my hair is not it today, guys. I wasn't trying to do anything.
That's fair, relatable. So, BTS did have a little bit of a controversy this week, though. RM spoke at the United Nations, mentioned the Korean War, and I guess a lot of Chinese armies are now Chinese antis.
Yeah.
That was
Literally,
That
all
was-
he did was thank Korean soldiers for fighting in the Korean War as a Korean
also-
man.
What happened was he also thanked U.S. soldiers as their allies and commended them and the lives they lost. And so I think a lot of Chinese fans took it as a sting that he didn't mention the loss of Chinese lives during the war, despite the fact that they were on opposing sides.
Let me just thank all of North Korea as well for fighting in the Korean War against my
Stop.
country.
Stop. Olivia.
Really. I'd like to thank the British for.
I'd like to
you
thank
know,
the British for fighting
I'm
against
very
us in the War of Independence.
I'd like to thank Robert E. Lee for trying to keep my family enslaved.
Look. That's
South Korea would not exist.
it was a moment, and a lot of people were like, he had no place saying that. I mean, as a Korean citizen expressing his feelings, I think he had every right to say it. But
Yes.
I mean, I think it was just part of the history, and he wanted to mention that and acknowledge it, and I think that's fair. That's part of his history and his culture.
I also
what are you
don't
gonna
think
do?
RM is dumb enough to wanna offend one of the largest world powers, one of the 5 veto powers on the Security Council of the United Nations at the United Nations. I really don't think that was his intention at all.
Exactly.
He's a smart dude.
He's not a politician. He is an idol. He is a rapper. He is a music artist.
He's a rap
allowed
monster.
To have his own opinions.
Yeah, it's really hard to forget he's not a politician with the speeches that he makes because they're so
Exactly.
inspiring and deep.
He's a beautiful speaker.
Modern day Socrates, all I'm
not.
saying.
I think people have a hard time distinguishing humanitarianism and social activism with politics because they're not the same thing.
Yeah.
They're also often involved because people in politics like to talk about the things they support and the things that they are, believe in and their beliefs, because that's how you choose who you vote for. But there's no political stance he was taking, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
In this whole endeavor.
I agree.
Other than the default, I like my country existing.
Yeah, just general nationalism.
But he didn't even say anything that bad about North Korea. Like, he just said...
He said nothing.
He said nothing.
He didn't even say anything about North Korea or China. He just thanked those who lost their lives fighting for his country's democracy.
Yeah, like...
I have nothing nice to say.
Well, if we have nothing nice to
RM.
say...
I have great things to say about RM, but that's so ridiculous. But I understand where it's coming from.
Well, if we have nothing nice to say, I guess we can talk about the Blackpink documentary.
Oh wait, but real quick, there's also somebody else who had nothing nice to say, and it was a comment that got mentioned in AP News, and I think it's hilarious.
Okay, go for it.
Like one person on Weibo said, "Before I thought some BTS songs were pretty good. Now they seem to be covered in excrement."
Well,
that is the weirdest way to express hate I've ever heard in my life. I love it.
Look,
yeah.
Look, when you are... I don't understand this as a black person because nationalism doesn't fit with my identity. But you know what? If you love where you're from, like if you're from a country and you rep that and you're into the traditions of it and you know that it like recognizes you as its citizen and cares about you, happy for you. Love that for you. Sadly, I don't experience that.
Yeah.
Most of us don't experience that during this podcast. So here we are trying to talk about this when if you're not from America, don't go around like crapping on America or black people specifically because then I'll be upset. But like, yeah, this country.
At least I don't get shot in maths class.
Did you know that everybody hates the Americans?
Oh my god.
British.
When British people come with
British,
yeah.
We all, as British people, we have to apologize when we show an American YouTube video.
Stop, guys. We are not anti-Brit.
No.
We're anti-non-American hate. I don't know what we are.
I'm anti making jokes about school shootings if you're not American.
I'm against all shooter jokes in general. In general.
Yeah, I can make fun of white people for being school shooters, but that's about it.
Oh my god. Here we go.
Okay, let's talk about the Blackpink documentary. A lot less controversial. I loved it. There were some me and Sid watched it last night together. Skylar watched it on her own. There were some moments that had me real emotional. Could have cried.
Yeah.
Oh, when Rose started crying because she missed her family and she couldn't help it, that was sad. Also, me and Olivia were talking about this. So awesome to hear Lisa actually talking in Thai about like her experiences coming back to Thailand. That was so cool because I was as I was hearing them all speak in English, I was like, dang, like this kind of sucks only because maybe they felt like they had to speak in English because it was going to be on Netflix and that's what most of that audience, or I don't even know if it's most of it, but a lot of the audience would be familiar with and like is considered the universal language. But I was like, I want them to speak in their language. I want them to be comfortable. So when Lisa and Jisoo, and I think like most of them were code switching, but in the beginning I heard mostly English. I was really happy about it. Like as soon as Lisa was like speaking in Thai, I was like, yes, culture.
I agree. I also was very surprised to see the behind the scenes process of them making music and the reason why they don't put out much music. I wasn't expecting that because I've never seen that lens from such a big label. Because usually people complain about, oh, they don't have that many releases, and they were like, we're super picky about everything. That was so nice.
Yeah,
I did
but
get
also like,
too.
haven't you seen that clip of Jenny performing where she's like, oh, we have to go, but I could perform all night if we had more songs, like low-key, like dissing YG.
Yeah, that's it. I didn't know who's the guy that's their producer that He produces all their tracks. He writes all their tracks.
Teddy.
Yeah, that was
His name is Teddy. Can you hear me? I'll write it in the chat.
That was gone.
You know what I said last time? Skylar's Internet's the 5th member of SOCS.
Oh my god.
No,
I'm like seeing.
Now I can hear you.
I can hear you. And now I can't.
Yeah, you.
Can you guys see me?
Yeah, we can see
Yes.
you and hear you.
Can you guys?
You go in and out with audio.
Yes and no. Not anymore.
Okay.
Now we can.
Okay.
I'll thumbs down when we.
Shut up.
I'll
love
thumbs
this.
down when we lose you.
Before it cuts me off, I really love.
Go on.
Okay, I really loved the documentary. That's all I have to say. Okay, bye. I'll just shut up.
End of show.
People are actually.
I thought little fetus Jenny was so cute in her little New Zealand school. Yeah.
Oh, I thought that all of them, their little, like, audition videos were really cute.
Oh,
and,
yeah. Their little recession era
was
fashion.
Yeah, but I was so surprised. Oh my god, Jisoo's little hat and like all the
Jisoo's
layers
outfit.
on Lisa. But I was really surprised by like their training videos because I wasn't expecting them to be in like such revealing outfits while they were doing their training. I was expecting sweatshirts and like comfy clothes like me, like regular, but they were really like in crop tops and jeans, and I was like, whoa.
I think that might be YG because when I see SM artist training, it's not like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I found that interesting. I was just surprised by it. It wasn't what I was expecting.
I mean, I guess they want them to be comfortable in costumes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Oh, okay. So yeah, overall we really liked it. I liked seeing the behind the scenes stuff. It was good. Made me really like. There's a Twice documentary too. I want to see that now. And it made me really want, obviously, an RV documentary. If Red Velvet had a documentary, I would sob. I would cry. Especially, like...
There are too many BTS documentaries for me to even catch up at this point.
I gotta watch at least one of them. But,
Let's see.
another controversy in the world of K-pop. So I guess it was revealed that some of the members of NCT have been bullying other members. It was... Lucas was bullying somebody, and then someone was bullying Haechan, right?
Yeah, it was just more of, it was considered teasing, but it was just kind of like off taste, some people considered it. It was Gino making jokes about Haechan's skin complexion being darker, and it was Lucas calling Kun fat. A lot. A lot.
Aww. Yeah, that's rough. It's like already hard enough because you know they must hear it from like execs all the time. So
yeah,
like to get it from your members must suck.
Yeah, I think it's because when you're really close to someone, just like me, you all know already because you're my friends. When I'm really close to people, I do jokingly insult you, but never about something that like is an inherent part of who you are, or something you can't really like change or didn't ask for.
Yeah.
Like, and not something that I thought would ever hurt your feelings. Like, I'll joke with you and tease you and call you stupid in the way that I mean you're silly and not actually calling you stupid. But, yeah, like, I would never refer to anyone, like, and put fat in front of their name. Like, I'm not gonna be like, hey, fat Skylar, like, that's insane. So, by the way, Skylar's in no way fat. Like, don't, that was just an example. I'm just saying that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like,
also, we're just like, so, I think the skin tone thing for us is like...
Yeah, already. Because you're thinking, if they're gonna make fun of each other's complexions within the same race, and like, when they're only a few shades darker, you have to think about what they think of like Black people in general.
Yeah.
That they're not saying, and so that's like really hard to just keep in mind.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna go back to our reactions. So first, we're gonna be reacting to. If you want to head back onto the Metastream, we're gonna be reacting to TXT. I've got 2 TXT videos. First, their music video for Puma. Second, they have a teaser for a new video coming out. So they'll be coming back, I think, this month, October 20th.
John!
Here we go. Big hit.
Yeah, west side, east side, didn't know where to go. No. Tonight we watch up my pretty baby song.
I know all of their names now.
Did you say you know the lyrics?
That's Taehyun. There's Yeonjun. Yeonjun.
No, she knows all the names, not the lyrics.
I was like, damn.
No,
see?
I don't speak Korean.
Okay, but deadass, I took a quiz. It was like, can you name the Red Velvet song based on the lyrics? And it was literally just Romanized Korean, and I got them all right.
Oh my
That's
god.
insane.
I was kind of like guessing and like singing it in my head, but I got it.
This
Love
is
you.
TXT.
Like love.
What's with the... I've seen them do that move before where they're like...
I don't know, but I won't lie. That's like one of my favorite moves. Kai looks so cute. Hey.
Lots of times. That's what I mean.
That's Taehyun. Oh my god, the shadow just took me out for some reason. Too bad. Yum, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how to pronounce his name correctly.
Subin is such a cutie.
He's adorable.
He's got like one of the most legendary fan cams of K-pop history.
Because it's adorable. Like, it's perfect.
It's such a good fan cam.
Little dolphin.
Ooh, he broke the chains.
Metaphor.
Metaphors.
BMU. I gotta remember BMU, guys. He's the only one that I like choked on today. I can recognize his face. It's his name that messes me up.
Okay, which one's the one with the
I'ma get it.
highlighter hair?
That's Yeonjun.
Youngjun. Okay.
Yeonjun. Yes. He's my bias.
Oh, okay. He's a really good dancer.
I love Yeonjun. Like, love him. He was the top trainee at Big Hit.
Is he the main dancer?
Ooh. I'm not sure. He's like their main rapper.
Okay. All right. Next is the TXT.
But I don't think they have positions like that.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, they're like all they can do like everything. Each one of them.
Yo, what?
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how I'm feeling about Yeonjun's mullet here.
I'm
The
not feeling it
extensions
at
are
all.
not
I'm feeling
it.
disgusted by it actually, and the hat made it worse.
Stop! I love him. I could do the cowboy hat without the track.
Soul Town
I
Road.
could do it.
Okay, now we're going back to vintage K-pop with Girls' Generation. A classic.
Wait, he's from Shiny. I don't know his name. They really do look like dolls in this
I know, they look like
part.
mannequins in this part so much, it freaks me out.
It's really weird.
My first love story.
Everyone knows this song. Like, everyone.
It's the national anthem of K-pop fans.
Okay, somebody needs to turn their volume down because it's causing feedback, and I don't want to ruin the song. Perfect.
Is it me?
Yeah, I guess it was.
I feel like the girl group's choreography has definitely stepped up a lot in the last 10 years.
For sure. I was literally looking at it
I
thinking,
mean,
like,
yeah,
this
but
is
I
a Christian
actually
dance
love
career.
Oh, I love the choreography in this, but it's definitely gotten, like, less... I mean, they still do that stuff.
what?
This is honestly one of my favorite girl group songs of all time.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
This really looks like some shit that I was doing in High School Musical.
The colored skinny jeans really give away the time.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, they're so pretty. Remember when everyone wore those skinny jeans with like suspenders?
Unfortunately,
When what?
yes. I also had a mustache necklace.
When-
Remember mustaches were so big? It was from
Mustache?
Claire's.
Oh, like the painted mustache on like article of clothing.
Yeah, like I remember like the hipster mustache was so. I also had a pair of
remember.
fake glasses, and I think that's why I'm blind now. It's like God punished me for that.
2012, it didn't happen.
Yeah,
Like, if you knew me in 2012, no, you didn't.
yeah. That's what I like to say too.
Oh
Alright.
my god.
We're gonna watch one more vintage K-pop video because then I have to get back to work in the real world. But I think this one is definitely gonna get the biggest reaction, at least from Connor. This is
Wait, no, I was okay. I'm glad that you said that because I was actually just about to freak out, but now I won't. Now I won't. This fucking song.
We all know what's coming. Cowboy hats.
you know what? At least they're using cowboy hats and not borrowing other things from American culture. Because, you know, YG can
Not
do
yet.
that.
It kills me that are those football pads?
Yeah.
I think so.
This part, it kills me
What the fuck is
every
that?
time. He's wearing a...
Oh my god.
It's like you gotta go protect the
Fucking
queen at
fucking
9, but
here.
do a K-pop video at 10.
It's like Miami meets
The
Britain,
bang
but then it's
and
also
the
in bed.
big hat from the Buckingham Palace. The
Oh
balcony
my God.
bars.
We should
You know,
do
the
this
guy with the
again, but
coconut
like take a
head.
drink for every culture they appropriated.
They're culture appropriating Bayang culture right now. Bayang.
What?
Yeah. I don't like that she's on a leash.
This reminds me of when a mutual friend had us take this weird quiz about kinks, and it asked if you like to be
Oh my
treated
gosh,
like a
don't
dog,
bring
and then
up-
that's when I closed it out and I said I'm not doing this anymore.
I remember that sophomore year. Bang, bang, bang. Ah, the worst.
How do I?
Oh no, headdress.
The worst?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Like, you could totally understand how this is the company that made Blackpink, but also it's like such a shock.
God.
It's like Mad Max, the Wild West, England.
Like
Plus
fucking
white
Miami.
people.
Oh my God. And he's appropriating twink culture.
I hate you.
It's unbelievable.
I see the glasses. He's appropriating the blind.
I hate you.
No, but dead ass, like every single thing in this video is something.
Let's
God.
just say they were uneducated.
Yeah. Well, this was only 5 years ago.
This is like the perfect song to OD on Molly too.
I thought it was like 10 years ago. It's 5 years ago?
Yeah.
Nope.
This is just a very white.
Yeah. So that's Big Bang. And that's pretty much like every main rapper's inspiration, which is pretty crazy. That's where G-Dragon's from, right?
I know that Jungkook, when he was younger, said he really liked G-Dragon.
Yeah, he's covering his back with that "When I Was Younger." Alright, well, that's it for today, folks. If you liked this episode, make sure to follow us on Twitch, or if you're watching on YouTube, please give this video a like and a subscribe, and we will see you next week at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time / 5 p.m. Eastern. Bye!
Bye.
Bye.